guys, it's Luke from RetroRevival here, and I am doing another custom LEGO minifigures video, and I did one of these 2 weeks ago for Halloween, but tomorrow, on the 10th of November, we are getting some new episodes of Rick and Morty on Adult Swim, and I cannot wait. I love Rick and Morty, it's my favourite show, and today we're going to go over these custom LEGO figures. I'm going to tell you about my thoughts and go in depth into what I think about them, as I always do. So guys, let's start with the main man himself, Rick Sanchez, and I think this is the best figure of the three, and I'm going to tell you why. The face on this is perfect. You can tell exactly who it is as soon as you see it. This is Rick, and the outfit does look quite simple, but it's the most detailed one out of the three. He has a blue shirt with his white lab coat, he has his belt, and you can also see a little bit of the detail where his shirt is tucked in. There's also a bit of detail on the lab coat, which I guess you can call it the collar, but you guys know what I mean. Now, you can also see his trousers. They're a little bit off the actual colour, but they're pretty close. And then you can still see his socks, and then you can't see it at all on the camera, but he has black shoes. Now, he also has that bottle with the 3 X's on it, which is cool. They didn't have to print that on the side, but it's just a little bit of extra detail, which I appreciate. Now, the one thing I don't like about this figure is the hair. I mean, it's the closest one they have to Rick, but it just doesn't look exactly like his. But to be fair, there isn't a sculpt the same as Rick's hair, or pretty much similar to Rick's hair, so this is the closest thing they can find. The printing on the legs continues onto the side and onto the back, where you can just see the bottom of Rick's second face, which is of him not looking too impressed. Now, of course, you can't have Rick without having Morty, and I also like this figure. I don't like it as much as Rick's, because there just isn't a lot of detail. You've got his orange shirt that he wears. There's a little bit of the neck you can see at the top, which is a little bit of printing. His hair's pretty close. Of course, they're not going to have his hair in LEGO, but it's the closest thing they can find. There's also a great expression of Morty looking quite shocked, which is quite funny actually, and I quite like it. Then he has short legs, which are of course supposed to be his jeans, so they are navy, which is supposed to look like denim. And there's also a little bit of printing for his shoes. Then you can just see the front of the portal gun. Printing of the shoes doesn't go around to the side, but you can see a bit more of the portal gun. It doesn't look like the portal gun, but as I've said multiple times, they don't do that with LEGO. Although I will say, the actual portal gun is white, and this is grey. And then the printing for these shoes continues to the back, where you can also, just behind the hair, you can still see his other expression. And this expression is of Morty looking a bit happier than his first face, but I prefer the first face, so I always keep it on that. And finally, it is Mr. Meeseeks. Now, these are such a great thing in Rick and Morty, because there is such thing as a Meeseeks box, which you press, and then a Mr. Meeseeks pops out, and then he will do a task which you give him, and he will just explode, or I guess you could just say disappear, when he fulfills his task. Now, these are a fan favourite, and as seen in the trailers of Season 4, he is making a return, which is awesome. Now, this figure is very basic. The only real standout part of it is the face. It looks exactly like him. He has a little orange stud on the top of his head, and the body is just completely blue. Weirdly, he comes with a bottle. I don't remember seeing him with a bottle. It would have made more sense if he had come with, like, maybe a golf club or something like that, because in the episode, he does help Jerry get 2 strokes off his golf game. So all I'm saying is it would have made more sense having that. There is no printing on the side or on the back. So guys, here are all the figures once more, and as I've said, I think Rick's is the best figure, and I think Mr. Meeseeks is the worst figure, but I still like all 3 of these figures. I think they are so cool, and I love having them in my collection. And I just love Rick and Morty, and I cannot wait until we get the new episodes just tomorrow, which is so weird to think, because it's been literally years since we've had new episodes, and we're getting some new ones tomorrow, and I just can't wait. I'm sure they're going to be awesome, because I have full faith in Justin Roiland and Dan Harmon and everyone else who works on that show. So guys, I've been Luke from RetroRevival. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all later. Bye.